What role does the Vienna Convention play in IHL? Imagine a world where countries follow clear rules when they sign treaties, making sure everyone understands what they agree to. That's where the Vienna Convention on the Law of Treaties comes in. It's like the rulebook for how treaties are made, interpreted, and ended. This treaty was adopted in 1969 and is a key part of international law. It doesn't tell countries how to fight wars or protect civilians directly. Instead, it sets the legal framework that helps everyone understand and apply treaties properly. When countries sign treaties like the Geneva Conventions, the Vienna Convention helps clarify what those treaties mean. It guides how to interpret the words used, focusing on what the treaty says on paper, the context around it, and what the treaty aims to achieve. This is especially important in international humanitarian law, which includes the Geneva Conventions and their additional protocols. These treaties protect civilians, prisoners of war, and those no longer fighting. They also limit what kinds of weapons and tactics can be used. If there's a disagreement about what a treaty says, the Vienna Convention rules help resolve it. They make sure everyone reads the treaties the same way, based on clear principles. This helps courts, governments, and military leaders apply the rules correctly. It keeps the focus on protecting people affected by war, which is the main goal of international humanitarian law. Now, there is another document called the Vienna Declaration and Program of Action, adopted in 1993. It emphasizes the importance of human rights, even during conflicts, and urges states to respect both human rights and humanitarian law. But it doesn't create new binding rules. Instead, it encourages countries to follow existing standards and address gaps in protection, especially for vulnerable groups like internally displaced persons. In the context of the foundations of international humanitarian law, the Vienna Convention on the Law of Treaties is the most relevant. It helps ensure that the treaties containing rules for war are understood and applied consistently. This makes the laws more effective in protecting civilians and others caught in conflict. It's like a set of instructions that helps everyone follow the rules properly, making sure the core principles of humanitarian law are upheld. So, in simple terms, the Vienna Convention acts as the legal guide for how treaties are understood and used. It doesn't change the rules of war itself, but makes sure those rules are clear and applied correctly. That way, the protections for civilians and victims of armed conflict are more reliable and consistent across the world.